You want to see if Caesar Borgia is going to save you. That's what we want to see. We want to see if Caesar Borgia, he'll be able to save you, right? That's what we want to see on that day, right? Let's see if Caesar Borgia will be able, to deliver you from the hand of the Most High, the living power, who delivered men and women unto death. Right? He said, the protester list of demands include reducing the cost of food and price cap on agricultural goods. There we go. It's happening, Bible prophecy. You can't make this stuff up, right? I just read it, 2 Ezra 15. I just read it, right? Right? I just read it. Okay. Okay, let's continue. He say, the protests are being organized by a powerful indigenous organization, right? This is done literally by Northern Kingdom. Literally by Northern Kingdom. All right, you see that? That's amazing. Literally by Northern Kingdom. All right? Literally by Northern Kingdom. Native, the so-called native Indian or the so-called indigenous, right? Because it tells you right here, it says, the protests have been organized by a powerful indigenous organization, the Confederation of Indigenous Nationalities of Ecuador, CONAE, right? They call them CONAE, that's the acronym. Demonstrations have been taking place all over the country. On Tuesday, there were also riots in the capital, Quito, as an estimated 10,000 indigenous people took to the city street to oppose President Guillermo Lazo's conservative government. CONAE said the demonstrator killed in Puyo on Tuesday, named as Brian Guatatuca, had been shot at point-blank range, and the organization blamed the government for his death. But Mr. Carrillo, in a news conference on Wednesday, said the violence had been caused by radical members of the Quechua and Shua indigenous community who have begun attacking police in an absolutely irrational manner. There we go, man. There we go. You see what is going on? We're telling you things going to get worse, man. Look, this is in Ecuador, right? Sri Lanka is fully destroyed right now. Sri Lanka, the economy is out of control, right? Guess what? It's coming here too. It's coming here too, all right? But last week, he said the nationwide demonstration began early this month with a series of roadblocks as protesters used piles of burning tires, trees, and mounds of earth to cut off access to Quito, right, which is the capital of Ecuador. But last week, CONAE vowed to step up the protest after its leader, Leonida Isa, was briefly arrested. There we go. There we go. He has been banned from leaving Ecuador in order to appear before the provincial Attorney General office twice a week. Ecuador has been grappling with rising level of inflation, of what? Inflation, unemployment, and poverty. You see what is happening? It's about to hit America too. Mainly the United States of America, Canada. Don't you know that the economy of Germany, France, they're crippling right now, right? He says since 2020, the cost of diesel has almost doubled, while the price of petrol has also increased sharply. There we go. There we go. Señor, tiene un minuto para la palabra de Dios, Señor. Usted adora al Señor con la boca. Eso es lo que hace el hombre. Los cristianos adoran al Señor con la boca, todo el día con la boca. Eso es lo que hacen los cristianos. Servicio de boca, todo día. Todo día. Let's go right here. Let's see what is going on, man. There's a lot of things going on this earth right now. You know. All right. Let's go right here. Let me see if I can bring this article outside. Right? Well, this one I'm trying to bring out right now, man. Let me see. Right? Let's read what is happening right now. Hola, señor. Señor, mira, ¿quiere un minuto por la palabra de Dios? ¿Yeah? Excelente. Let's go right here. Let's read some of these. Let me see. Let's just read a little bit of this, right? Because yesterday they started a summit of all the BRICS, right? BRICS is the acronym for what? Brazil, okay, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, okay? So, as you can see right here, right, this is some of these leaders, right? They gather, right? In China, I think, if I'm not wrong, right? It's in China, right? This is from AlJazeera.com. Right, let's read it. It says China will host the 14th BRICS Summit on Thursday in what analysts see as a chance for Beijing to promote its governance and development model at a time of global instability, right? Of global instability. So you see that? So they're telling you that thing is going on right now. See, Chinese President Xi Jinping will join with the leaders of Brazil, India, Russia, and South Africa via video link, right? Via video link. Okay? To discuss issues of mutual concern as part of the summit team around ushering in a new era for global development. You see, a new era. They're tired of the war, the hegemony of the United States of America. They're tired of what the dictatorship of the United States of America. They're tired of the Western. They're tired. They're tired to be put in a corner. They're fed up. So they say, you know what? This will be a new era. Meanwhile, the Western, the United States of America, right? Being what? The Leon, Babylon the Great, is talking about what? The New World Order. Then the Chinese, the Russian, the East Indian, right? The Brazilian, and South Africa, they're talking about a new era. There we go. So there is already conflict. There's already conflict, right? New World Order versus new era. They say, you know what? We're tired of this piece of paper with some Edomite face on it. We're tired of the dollar. We don't want to deal with the dollar. We want to come up with new things. Let's read it. That's what we're telling you, man. Wait until the Most High allow these people to set up this system. Guess what? You're going to see your dollar being crushed. You're about to see your dollar being fully crushed. Some of you still hoping, right? Continue to hope until you lose everything. Keep on hoping until you lose everything. He said, ahead of the summit in Beijing, Chinese state media have praised the BRICS, an acronym for the 5 emerging economies that together account for about 1/4 of the global economy. Imagine that, about 1/4. Just these 5 countries, they account for 1/4 of the global economy. Imagine that. That's amazing. For boosting multilateral cooperation with non-Western style. With non-Western side, they don't want to go by the way of the European Union, the way of Babylon the Great, the United Snake of America. They don't want to use that. Right? It's a multilateral. So you got to keep in mind, these are words. And these are not my words. I'm just reading the article to you. Okay? It's a multilateral cooperation with non-Western style forms a principle and stress the importance of the bloc at a time when the U.S. is pulling. Right? There we go. I'm telling you. It's all about Babylon the Great, the land of weakness, the land of confusion, the land of evil. The mastermind of evil is Babylon the Great, the United States of America. You see, said the U.S. is pulling its Western ally to rebel against globalization. There we go. They say the whole. You see, that's why we tell you, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. Right? Let's go right here. Let's go in the book of Habakkuk. Mainly, let's go into Habakkuk. I won't go into, yesterday I addressed some of these precepts already, right? Let's go in the book of Habakkuk. I want to show you. That's the 4 beasts, man. The Leon, Esau, Edom, right? Guess what? Let's go right here, man. This is the book of Obadiah. Let's go to Obadiah first. Okay. He said, this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verses 3. Let's read it. He said, let's read from verses 1. So this is part of the vision of Obadiah, right? Because some of these nations, they're rising up against Esau, Edom. They're rising up mainly is against Esau. It's against Esau. Because of the hegemony of war. The European Union, that being dragged by America, is about to be over, man. It's about to be over. It's about to be over with it. And the population, they love it. They love the weakness that these politicians, they do every day. They love it. Like I say, they're getting ready in November to go line up and condone again weakness, man. You see that? They're too proud. Right? Let's read this, man. They're getting tired of the United States, mainly Esau, Edom, who've been stealing natural resources, stealing the land of every nation since 70 AD. Since 70 AD. Since 70 AD. Before 70 AD, actually. Before, I take it back. Before 70 AD. They've been doing all type of wickedness on the face of the earth. Let's read it. This is the vision. The heathen say, you know what? This heathen, some of this nation, what did they say? They say, you know what? This will be a new era. We're tired of this system of what? The New World Order. And that's what you see on the US dollar, man. When you take your piece of paper, right? The US dollar, guess what you see behind it? The New World Order, man. Nuevo Ordo Seclorum is written in Latin. Latin. Let's read, say, the vision of Obadiah. Thou said the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. And guess what? The destruction of Esau, Edom will start with war. Babylon the Great. Right? The destruction of Esau, Edom will start with what? The destruction of Babylon the Great. Wars will take over Babylon the Great. That's how the destruction of the nation of Esau will start. That's how. All right? So let's read it. You say, concerning Edom. Esau is Edom. Keep in mind. Esau is Edom, all right? We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. So guess what? It's about to happen. They're going to rise up against Esau, Edom, to battle and fight that beast, that fourth beast, that have destroyed and crush all the nation, that have polluted the earth with all type of weakness, sorcery, witchcraft, chemical, GMO food, GMO this, GMO that. And listen, man, that's the work of the Most High. That's what we tell the brother. We got to unite in prayer, fasting, right? We got to unite and do things so the Most High can show his power to the nation, the heathen, mainly Esau, Edom. All right? We got to unite, right? He said, let's jump to verses 3. Oh, no. Let's just read from verses. He said, behold,